Hello everybody and welcome to a quick little video here on my Novomessor cockerlli. I thought it's been a while since I've done the videos or updated the different colonies. Well, there's not been that many colonies to talk about anymore, but still I'm doing a short here about the colonies today, so I thought, you know what, let me just record a little bit of how they're actually doing, because it's been some tough months. It's gone a lot up and down, and yeah, I was about to clean the outworld, and because I played around with them, they've all become very triggered and are now very upset in that same outworld. So, well, for those who don't know the setup, we have a Aesthetic Ants extra large white nest here in the background. We have the Aesthetic Ants outworld, and we have Ant Farm Supplies version 2 nest here and one version 1 nest. And what I want to say already now here with the Ant Farm Supply nest is, this is the version 1 nest, and it's quite interesting that you can see they've been able to dig through here. So they've removed all of the gypsum or the plaster or whatever this is, and they've come a little bit closer to the hydration chamber itself. Now that's of course not a good thing, but the cool thing is here on the version 2 nest I have not been able to observe the same thing yet. So potentially the version 2 nest are a little bit safer, which is a very nice little thing, because these are of course the nests that are being sold today. So how's the colony doing? Well, I had them in the VIF for a long time, and back when I had them in the VIF, the room was heated, and for some reason, the entire colony just lived in the outworld. The outworld wasn't heated, and this is really strange because this colony always loves having it extremely hot. Since I got them 28 degrees and they're happy. Right now it's actually very cold because they're just on top of the VIF getting a little bit of the VIF heat. Although I've given them just a little heat cable here just to see what they would prefer. Now, when they were in the VIF, for some reason they liked the outworld, they liked the white tongue nest, but they really did not like these Ant Farm Supply nest. And therefore they started having a bunch of debris in here. And at one point, this entire area right here, like you can see all of the darkness in the floor, like this whole section from here all the way over to here was like this much trash, almost to the top of the setup. The other three didn't really have the same, but this had a lot. This one also had quite a bit. So because they were doing so weird, I took them out of the VIF, and slowly but surely they have gone back to just living their usual life. But because they're not in the VIF, they're not getting the same amount of heat. But how's the colony doing? Well, I mean, you can see here we have a bunch of workers. I mean, is that the queen, right? What a shot. I just hit the queen directly by mistake. So yeah, as you can see, the queen is still alive and healthy. And what I got really worried about was, of course, we had trash inside a human nest, so I was really scared that we would get some mites, because I've had a little bit of a reputation with mites. But I haven't been able to observe anything. We also had some major death row. A lot of ants were dying when they had this whole thing, so that's why I pulled them out of the VIF and they're just up here. But the queen, I actually thought she had died because they were acting so weird with the VIF and everything. But if we go all the way up here, you can see up here that we do have some larvae. It's not that many larvae we have. It's the colony is definitely reacting to not being as hot, I'd say. But you can see we do have some larvae here, some more larvae up here. And if we travel around, generally there's not that much brood. I think we do have a little bit more over here, a little bit there, and a little bit here. But it's not at all as much as earlier in the year. But these do also kind of diapause, so potentially it is just the colder diapause hitting them. I kind of want to experiment because the leaf cutters is now out of the room. The leaf cutters were over there and they're now out of the room. So that meaning my entire ant room is now cold. So I want to kind of put them in the VIF again and see if they do the same thing again or not. Because before, when they were in the VIF, it was 26 and out here was 24, and potentially they just preferred the 24. But now it's of course like 20 out here. So potentially they'll like the VIF again. Of course it's 23 in here because the VIF's heat is hitting the ceiling and heating a little bit. But yeah, as you can see, there's not a lot of brood at all. This colony, normally like an entire chamber or 2 chambers would be filled with brood. But right now there's barely any. This here's the current queen chamber, and as you can see, I can't see any eggs either really. I am trying to feed them a little bit more, but potentially I should start. I kind of want to experiment with putting them in the VIF again, because I really preferred having a ton of brood. And of course, before I got the VIF, I had heat cables running all the way over here, and we have a heat mat and all of this. And now I want to be a little bit more energy efficient. So this heat cable is pretty much just to heat the polyrackets because they can't be in the VIF because it's too tall, that setup, the Antstore setup, Antcube. So that's why I'm having it out here. And then I thought, you know what, I have a heat cable running back and forth already. Might as well. The white tongue nest here is usually a bit more populated. I think it's because I've disturbed them in the outworld, so they are going a lot out here. The really strange thing I almost want to show, like, I mean, of course, this is extra channel business. Let me just find a pipette here. Finding a pipette right here. Oh, there's some water here. When I water this white tongue nest here, when I push water in here, well, that was a little bit too much. Hang on. Extra channel business right here. By the way, I'm thinking about redoing the ant pot and stuff like that again. So when I'm actually, just to waste time talking, when I'm putting water in here, it floods directly down here. Immediately. It just runs down there and just starts flooding. We also have a dead worker down there. It's been doing this for quite some time. I don't know if anyone out there have had similar experience. But like, I can't really hydrate because, as you can see, it just goes directly down here. Like, this is one pipette. Now I'm putting in a little bit more and it just immediately goes down there. I don't know if it's because it's standing up, and I don't think I've had vertically standing. Well, I don't think I've had them standing up before. Well, I think I actually have. But yeah, it's the same with this side. When I water this, it just comes down immediately. And of course, this here, it'll take like half an hour, and then the ants will drink the water. It doesn't ever get absorbed. The ants just go down, drink it. You can see it doesn't take long. Bro needs a hand right there. Good thing his head's above water. God damn it. So this is the reason why I don't hydrate the nest anymore. So I never hydrate because you can see in like 10 minutes, this will be surrounded by ants drinking the water, even though they of course have a large test tube out here with water. So yeah, all in all, I'm a little bit up and down. I really like this colony. Like, it's been a favorite colony for a lot of time, for a lot of years, because I had the curse with them and everything, and they're just doing so nicely now. It's so strange how they can just go back and forth with how much space they take. Because yesterday the outworld was empty, this was full, these four were full, and I was thinking I need to get another 2 of these. And now this looks fairly empty, this looks fairly empty. Yeah, it's yeah. I'm considering, do you think I should put them back in the VIF, or what do you think? I guess I can always do it and put them back, but yeah, I had this in the VIF and this in the VIF. I couldn't really see a difference on this, but this here became one massive trash area. Another thing, because they had to come out through the hole up here because I didn't want to dig anything. I didn't want to drill my VIF before I move in a few months, because I may just drill and then redo the setup and then it's a hole in my VIF for no reason. So I had them coming out of that back, meaning I took the tube very slowly up and out. But I think potentially that slow going up also could have caused them to not want to pull trash out. I'm unsure. But yeah, this has been a little update on my Novomessor cockerlli. There'll be a discount code in the description for both Esthetic ants and ant farm supplies. And all the way back in like 2021 or something, I got this colony from Ant Davey, a single queen with 5 workers who all died not that long after. And look at them today. This was just a queen a few years ago, and yeah, she's doing very well. Or well, technically right now she's not, because there's not that many eggs, but she has been doing very well. All right, that's it for this video. Bye.